morning guys, welcome to the Shades and a brand new video today. This is about the big match against Ajax. Chelsea young boys are actually, a good number of Chelsea players young, so that's why it says Chelsea young boys going to Ajax, which has been known of developing young youth players from the time of Cruyff. It's a historic match for Chelsea going to the Ajax Amsterdam. Now for me, for a moment I thought this was a home match, being the fact that we were playing Lille the last match away from home, so I thought this will be a home match, but then no, this is an away match going to the great Amsterdam arena. From the time of Cruyff, this has been a huge place to go, and what a great moment for the young boys to go to a place which started the youth revolution in the 70s, when Ajax had so many youth players from the 70s onwards, including in recent times with the likes of Matthias de Ligt and Frank de Jong. I love pronouncing these Dutch names, hard to pronounce but love them, interesting. But seeing young boys coming from those youth team, in our young team, we were such a young team after almost like 20-30 years. We've not had, for the last 20-25 years, I've hardly seen so many young players playing for Chelsea. So it's a great time, an appropriate time actually, to see a lot of a young Chelsea team going to Amsterdam. The Ajax Amsterdam which is known for developing youth. So it's a huge moment for us, playing on a Wednesday, Champions League football, away to Ajax against a very good side. I mean, Ajax for me is surely a top 8 side in Europe right now. And if you keep in mind that there are like 2 teams or 3 teams from Spain, 2 teams from Italy, 2 teams, maybe 3 teams from Italy, from England, and then Ajax, and then Bayern from Germany, about the 8 teams who are at the top. I might say 10 teams, but like 8 teams. So Ajax is one of them. They had an amazing Champions League last season. Almost would have won it, but lose to Spurs. And we expected more of an Ajax-Barcelona final in the last season. We ended up being an all-English final, which was also great. But Ajax is a superb team. Obviously, 2 of their best players, de Ligt and de Jong, has moved on to different clubs. But still, what they have in place, keeping in mind that their manager is also very good, keeping those things in mind, still have an impressive side. They had a tough match. I was speaking to one of the Ajax supporters yesterday, and he said that they had a tough match over the weekend. They were playing the bottom side in the Eredivisie, but they away from home, but still they managed to win. It was a tough match. They might have thought of winning at 6-0, but they ended up only 2-1 win against the bottom side of Eredivisie. But this is still a tough match to go to Ajax. I think they have what do you call a ban, or their fans might not be on the ground, so it'll only be Chelsea fans like that. So it'll be interesting to see how it pans out over there. But main things to talk about, how to play against them, the formation that we're gonna have against Ajax, because this is a match, it'll be an interesting match for us not to lose. I'll come to that. Second thing, Pulisic must play. Now, in my past videos I've been talking about Pulisic and where he should be on the bench, where he might get the last 20 minutes. Here I want to talk about which Pulisic must be in the first 11, should start the match or not. And the third most important point is it's a big test for Frank. Now everything is a young manager, so everything is a big test for him, but keeping in mind that we are playing big teams and Ajax is a big team, is it a big test for him at this juncture? We'll talk about this in the coming in the video. So start with the formation now. The main thing about Chelsea right now is that we have a lot of injuries. So when you have a lot of injuries, the manager has not much of an option to play the same team. So I think more or less we're going to play the same team, except 1 or 2 here and there. Now the 1 and 2 here and there starts with Emerson. If he is fit, I'm pretty sure that he should start this match. But then again, I don't know if he's fully fit or not. Alonso had a good game. He scored a goal, but doesn't mean that he should start. I think Alonso should be one of those players who should be on the bench. If Emerson is fully fit, he should start. So it should be Emerson on one side, Aspie on the other side, and obviously Zuma and Tomori in the center of defense. I don't think Rudiger is fit. Even if he's fit, he should be tried on against Burnley. I'm not sure he's really fit about for this match. Obviously, Kepa at the goal. In midfield, it should be Jorginho and Kovacic with Mount. I think Mount should be starting this match. Now, coming to the main places where I think there should be changes. I think Hudson-Odoi will start. I think Tammy Abraham will start. I don't see there will be much changes. Maybe there will be subs. Maybe Tammy might be subbed and Giroud will be brought in, because I think Giroud should be given a chance. He was a beast of a season, last season, playing Europa Cup football. He has got a lot of experience. He's been scoring goals for France. So maybe for the last 20-30 minutes, if a Giroud brings in and it's brought in, it's a Batshuayi. About Batshuayi, I can tell you that Batshuayi has been scoring goals for Chelsea, little that he has played. So maybe Batshuayi can play in the Premier League for now, but I think Giroud could be started over here because a lot of news coming. Maybe he's leaving in January. I don't see he and Frank has a rift because otherwise he wouldn't have been in the subs bench in the weekend against Newcastle. But the fact is that he was there. Maybe he's still in the team. Frank still thinks of him as a person who can contribute. So this is a good match where Frank can not start, at least give Giroud maybe last 20 minutes if things doesn't work for us, which is a very good chance that can happen. We'll come to that, but yeah, the other side, Willian side. So the reason why I think Pulisic must start, for me is true. Yeah, he should start. Now the only thing which is stopping, and what I think is the reason why he's not starting right now is the gas. I don't think other things about when I talk about gas. When I talk about gas, what I mean to say is maybe Frank thinks, and maybe he cannot come to us and talk about it in public. Maybe he doesn't think that Pulisic has the game for 90 minutes. Even Mount at times have been struggling to play a full 90 minutes, and that's the reason in the last match he got subbed. Also, though, keeping in mind that we had to play Ajax, so that also could be a reason why he got subbed. But I think Pulisic, though he has played quite a few matches for Dortmund and even playing Champions League for Dortmund last season, sometimes I feel that he doesn't have a full 90 minutes in him, a full tank for 90 minutes for him to go. That gas he is missing out, and that is the reason why he's playing the 20-25 minutes and he's playing well. But in this match, I feel that he should start, and the reason why, if you look at Willian, he has contributed in terms of goals in the last 2-3 matches. But the players who are above 30, Willian, Pedro, if you make them play every match every 3-4 days, there could be times when they get fatigued. And Willian did not play that well against Newcastle. It could be again, most likely Frank will still start with Willian. But I for one believe that if Pulisic starts after his 20 impressive minutes against Newcastle, there's a very good chance that Pulisic might do well. Play him for 60 minutes, maybe he will have that kind of gas. He will be able to play 60 minutes. If it doesn't work out, then bring Willian on. But I think with Pulisic, with young players, and he is the kind of player who would like to go out and perform, I believe this is a good chance where you can try out Pulisic. Obviously, a lot of people might say that this is a big match and it's not a place where you can test. But this is a good place where I think Pulisic would really come. He's really hungry and he can really go it. For me, I believe Pulisic should start this match. As simple as that. Willian needs a little bit of break. He can be on the subs bench, not like Pedro. If you look at Pedro last season, he's a highly gifted player, highly technical player, but he's over 30. He has done everything that's needed. He has won everything that needs to be won. He has played in that incredible Barcelona team. But if you look at Pedro last season, remember, against Everton he scored a goal. Then 2-3 matches he did not play. Again in the Europa Cup quarterfinals, I think he scored a goal. And we won those matches because of his contribution. Some of these players, Williams and Pedros, who are above 30, who might not be fully fit to play every match every 3-4 days, if they played one match after 2-3 matches, these guys will perform and these guys will bring, because they will be more fresh. Because if they are playing every match every 3-4 days, they will be fatigued. So it should be horses for courses. You should know how to play them. Some of these players, like for N'Golo Kante in that matter, that he's getting injured. He is injured for this match, he will not play. But I'm saying, so someone like N'Golo Kante, who might be injured, but if you play him against the big teams, you play him in certain matches and then give him 2 matches rest and again play him. Maybe he's not playing so many matches, but the match he's going to play, he will play very well and he's going to get you the goods that you want from him. Same goes with the likes of with Willian and Pedro. If you're playing every match, they will not perform well. But if you play one match after 2-3 matches, I'm pretty sure the likes of Willian and Pedro will still contribute and bring their A game on. So this is a kind of match where I think Pulisic must start and Willian should be on the bench, and I think Pedro should also come in but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It will be taking it too far. But I think Pedro can come in because he has not been playing for a few matches. If he suddenly plays a match for Chelsea, I'm pretty sure he's going to contribute. He'll do well. He's not finished or something. I'm pretty sure that the same thing happened with him last season will happen this season as well. So for me, I think Pulisic must start on one side, Hudson-Odoi starts on the other side, Tammy will start, but then depending on how the match goes, maybe after the 60-65 minute, you can bring on a Giroud in place of Tammy, and maybe a Pedro or a Willian in place of Pulisic, or against both of them, depending on how the match is going. I hope Emerson is fit enough to start this match. I would really like to see Emerson playing this match. He's the kind of player we need in this kind of a big match. But Pulisic must start this match for me. I'm not sure what Frank will do. Pedro can be brought in. No, you never know. He is highly talented, as I stated, and he's just the kind of player who can bring and make a difference. Because he's been rested quite a bit, he will freshen up for this kind of match. We'd like to see how it goes. Now, coming to the third big point I was talking about is big test for Frank. Now, for a young manager and for everyone alike, if you're experienced or not, every match is a big test. And whether you're playing against Newcastle or Southampton, no disrespect, or Ajax or Liverpool, it's going to be always be a tough match. Now, this match away from home is going to be a tough match. Not many people are expecting us to even get a point out of this match. So it will be interesting if you look at Frank's scorecard till now this season against not so impressive teams which are struggling, or which are teams which might have up and downs, like a Southampton or a Newcastle. Teams which will do well, but then again they will not do well that time. So a Newcastle team can beat Manchester United, but might make it tough for us, but still lose matches. So these are the teams who will struggle. But if you look at us losing to Manchester United 4-0, first match of the week of the season, so we disregard that result. But we played well against Liverpool, and we could have, got a point out of that. So I think Frank will take this as a real test, because this is a big team. As I said, it's a top 8 team in Europe right now, Ajax. Even though they have lost 2 of their best players, they're still a top team. And Frank will really want to get something out of this match. Going away, getting even a point out of this team, which is a very tough team to play against, and a very technical team, and a very good manager who runs that team. Even though they've lost 2 of their best players, it still be a tough place. But Frank would really look at this as a benchmark. If he can get a point out of this match, even a 0-0 or a 1-1, it will be huge. And so I'm pretty sure that he will think about it in a different way and get something. I think for me, I believe Tammy is a very good striker, and again, I'm not trying to criticize. A lot of people will criticize me in the sense, but I think he scores a lot of goals against an average to maybe a little average team. Only days will come when we play the teams like Burnley, a tough more. We'll play a couple of teams. Still, we go to Man City, and we play Man City. We'll find out how good Tammy will be. He has got a lot of confidence. I mean, Alan Shearer says that. So I really think that he will come up good. But I feel that some of these big teams, Tammy might get absent. And that is where, obviously, in due time, when you have a lot more experience, when in 2 years' time, these same guys will be at the top of their game. Obviously, they're still learning and still a transitional phase. But for me, I believe that Frank will really take this. But if he gives the right substitutions and think everything right, I'm pretty sure we can get a point at least. I'm not expecting anything more than that, but Frank will really want to get something out of this match to show that this is a big team, and we like to get something out of this away from home. It'll be quite interesting. For me, I think we really want to go out and get a point at least. Obviously, we'll go out there to get 3 points, not 1 point. But obviously, even if we end up getting 1 point, it'll be huge. It'll be tough, knowing the fact that the way they have been playing in the Champions League, we have to try to think of getting at least a point out here, because the next match in the Champions League after this match will be a home match against Ajax, which we will have to win. Then we have to go to Valencia and get 3 points in Mestalla, which will be tough. And then Lille at the end. I think Lille will be the second last, and Valencia will be the last. Either way, we have to beat Lille at home. So it will be tough matches for us to progress into the next round. And I would prefer progressing as being the number 1 in the group, which will be very tough the way Ajax is playing, but even a point will be great. Frank will really look at it as a huge test and would like to see winning this match. I really hope Chelsea goes out there and gets at least a point. We need to go out there thinking of getting 3 points. Maybe that way we can get 1 point. It's a very tough match going out there. But I hope we get something out of it. You guys at the end, let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section of the team news. What do you guys think should be playing? Should Pulisic start? What should be Frank's thinking? Should Giroud get a chance? Should Pedro get a chance in this kind of matches? Do you think Emerson is fit enough to play this kind of matches? Let me know in the comment section. As always, keep it coming, guys. Until next time, hoping for Chelsea getting something out of this match with Ajax. I sign off. Bye bye.